one, to build trust, in the people, because even if you do everything and there's lack of trust in what in the government of the day, you still go back to square one, and mutual distrust between the people and state government apparatus is another a key factor that analysts have pointed out to. So what are you doing to break down that world of mutual distrust?
Thank you once more. We need to, first and foremost, I thank CP Ojukwu, Agune Chamber, which we now call our vigilante in Anambra, is not a political tool and will never be. We advise all politicians to work with the government in this regard. When it comes to security, dealing with insecurity, there is no politics and there should be no politics. That is one. Yes, I also agree that there is need for regional cooperation. And let me quickly point out, Abuja never really took off as a regional force, as conceived. It never did. So the states are doing their own. And now Anambra has launched a mega security intervention. And before I point out some peculiar components of that, I want to draw our attention to the efforts being made by Professor Chukuma Soludo to rebuild the confidence of the people. And I think it speaks to your question. And you will find it in the amnesty program that he has launched. He has told those who stay in the bush, who believe that they are agitating for what they believe is their right, and those who may have been misled, to take the window that will close on 28th of February this year. In fact, this amnesty was announced since last year, that people will have to come out, they will be rehabilitated, they will be given a skill, given starter packs, given funds to start a new life. This is what the governor has promised. And I advise people to really take up this opportunity. And of course, we are not just facing what you call a kinetic approach, violence and counter-violence, killings and counter-killings. No, you have very robust arrangements for non-kinetic approach. And the amnesty program is one of it. And of course, I talked about the enablers. There are people who are relying on idolatry charms, what you call in Igbo balance, they name it Okite, Egopute. All these things have been criminalized in Anambra now. So the confidence building is on. And
yes, Dr. Mefo, thank you. I wanted you to speak to the issue of, working in silos. Former CP mentioned that the state, governors in the whole of the Southeast are working in silos. And that was probably why the Abuja, didn't take off fully. Now you're talking about amnesty, which the governor of Anambra State is, offering, what will I say, criminals or other elements. Now, if they accept the amnesty and Anambra is at peace, you heard CP Ojukwu. I mean, what happens in Imo would definitely affect Anambra State. So why is it difficult for Southeast governors to work in synergy and not in silos to resolve the crisis in the area? I think I want to. Yes, we didn't lose him. We lost the connectivity. The connectivity, yes. And maybe I should throw the question to you. Why is it that the southeastern governors or stakeholders cannot come together and work as a team?
It's back, by the way. Okay.
Okay, please, Dr. Mefo, please, can you take the question, or if you want me to repeat it?
Sorry, no, I think I got you that the state governors of the Southeast are working in silos. The solution was to be the launching of Abuja following the launching of Amotekun in the southwest. But somehow, the governors of that era didn't, take it to the final point. And states were now allowed or left to begin to plan their own interventions. And I believe that that regional force, even if it doesn't go by that name, must be returned. It has to be restored. I will tell you why. We talk about Ihiala in Anambra State. Why Ihiala? Ihiala is the closest local government to Imo State. And much of the program we have in Ihiala is launched from outside the Anambra State. I don't want to begin to apportion blames to any state, but it is important to point out to Nigerians that the people that have been arrested, hundreds of them, over 70% are not in the Anambra, they are not from Anambra State. So why are they here? They are here because money is in Anambra State. And they come to make money through criminal means in Anambra State. So that is why you may have preponderance of this insecurity in Anambra State. It is quite important. But we cannot begin to drive our brothers away from Anambra as a way of restoring a total security. We need a regional cooperation. There has to be that regional platform. The way we have security structure in Anambra, we have now state level, local government level, and then community level that we now call Operation Udogachi, that is peace must prevail. I expect that a regional level of security intervention should be launched as quickly as possible, because if you flush them out of Anambra, they will go to other states and continue their business there, and the problem will continue. And when Soludo came in, 8 local government areas in Anambra, they were in the hands of these hoodlums and criminals. And he was worried about that, and he took them head on and retrieved almost all the local government areas. And Ihiala still remains a problem. Ihiala remains a problem, and it has to be. Ihiala has to be retrieved. Like I said before, as we speak, there is a total showdown in Ihiala and some parts of Muru